Hello, it's another beautiful day today. So welcome back to another day of the 100-day design challenge with Xpress-Pixels. And today we're diving right into another set of design as a whole. So for the next 7 days, we'll be designing, movie posters. Okay, so we're going to work with different movies. So let's just dive right into it. Okay, so the first thing I want to do, of course, is pick my canvas size. All right, so I'll be working with 2300 pixels by 3000 pixels today. I'll just click on create. Good. All right, so now the first thing I want to do, of course, is add my background. So I'm just going to go into where I have my resources, and then I'm going to pick the first resource I'll be using, which is this. Okay, I'm going to take this, drag and drop set of Photoshop to drop it here. Let me expand this. Good. All right. Okay, so now the next thing I want to do is import the next set of resources, of course. So the next set of resources I'll be using are the characters. So I'm just going to let me just select all of them, and then I'm going to place. Okay, let me start with this first. I'm just going to take this, drag and drop out of Photoshop. All right, so I want the first character to be here around the side. All right, so when I'm done with that, I'm just going to come here. We have my rectangular marquee tool. I'm just going to click on it, and I'm going to just drag across this. All right, so I'm going to, once I'm done with this and I'm comfortable with the size, I'll just let go. And right on the image here, I'm just going to click on this to create a new layer mask on it. Good. So I'm moving on to the next resource I'll be using. So I'm going to dive again right into where I have my resources, and I'm going to import my next resource, which is this. I'm going to take this, drag and drop inside of Photoshop, drop it here. All right, let me also increase this. Now take note, we want the images to align very well. So when you are expanding this, you take a look at what you have here also, okay, so that they don't look too far apart. So if you look at this and this now, they're a bit aligned. Okay, let me just increase the top part a bit, so they're a bit aligned here. So I'm going to click, and then I'm going to do the same thing. Take my tool here, I'm just going to drag right across. The main idea is for the faces to show. Okay, I'm going to drag across the face, and then I'm just going to do the same thing, create a layer mask on top of this. All right, so I'm going to take this, drag and drop here. I'm going to place it right beside this. Okay, so if it's not perfect, you can just use your move tool to just align them. All right, so we're moving on to the next one. Now the next one is the next resource, of course. So I'm going to, which is this. So I'm going to drag this and drop out of Photoshop. All right, so I'm trying to follow a format. I want a male, a female, a male, a female, a male, just like that. So we are done with all the characters. So the same thing to here, we have to expand to align with all of these characters here. I'm going to drag, increase this. Let me reduce this a bit. It's looking too big. All right, I think this is okay. Good. So I'm just going to go to my rectangular marquee tool again also, and then I'm just going to drag right across the face here. Okay. All right, this is good. This is good. So I'm just going to do the same thing, create a new layer right on top of that. So let me drag this and paste here. Of course. Good. So wait, let me just increase this a bit, increase this a bit. All right, so we're moving right into the next resource we're using. So I'm just going to come here, go back to my resources, and which is this. Remember, I'm going male, female, male, female, male, female. Right. I'm take this, drag and drop out of Photoshop. All right, so let me just increase this a bit. Increase this. Now take note, we are trying to make sure we align the text on the images. Don't forget. Okay, we're trying to align all of the images. All right, so I think this is good. So what I'm just going to do now, I'm going to go to my rectangular marquee tool again, and then I'm going to drag. I'm just going to drag right across the face. The main idea is for the faces to show, of course. So once I'm done with that, I'm just going to create a layer mask right on top of that. Good. All right, I think the size of this is too small, so let me just redo that again. All right, so I'm going to go back to my rectangular marquee tool, and then I'm going to drag right across the face. All right, I think this is okay. This is good. So let me just create a layer mask right on top of that. All right, so I'm going to adjust this and align it here. All right, so we can increase this a bit. All right, this is good. This okay. Now the last one. So I'm going to go back into my tool again. Sorry, where I have my resources. This is the last one that I'll be adding right on that spot. I'm just going to drag this here, increase it. Right, remember we are following the format. All the images need to align. They are not supposed to be far apart. All right, this is okay. Now I'm just going to drag right across the face here. Drag this. All right, I think this is good. I'm just going to create a layer mask right on top of this. All right, so now I'm going to adjust this, drag this to the end here. Okay, all right, so this is good. So that's that for that. Let me just adjust this a bit. Let me drag this. Now, please take notes. You're just going to watch your images and make sure that everything is aligned. If they're not aligned, if you need to make any adjustment, you just do so. Any adjustment you think you need to make, you just do that. All right. So if you need to make any adjustment, you do that. And I'm making the adjustment I feel I need to make right on this one now. Good. All right, so this is good. This is good. All right, so now we're going to move right into the next thing we have. We have to do, which is we're going to merge all these images together. So I'm just going to go from the first one and go to the last image right on this layer panel here, and then I'm going to press Shift, click. Okay, from the first to this. So the main idea, I want to select all the images. Okay, so once I'm done with that, I'll just right click on this, and then I'm going to convert to a smart object. So I want them to just be like a single image. All right, now once I'm done with that, the next thing I want to do, let me raise this up. So once I'm done with that, the next thing I want to do is I'm just going to go to my brush tool here, create right on this image I meshed together. I'm going to create a layer mask on top of this. Go to my brush to make sure what is selected is the soft brush. Okay, soft round brush. Now I'm going to increase, so mine is selected already, so you can just make sure you select yours. Don't forget, what I'm shading is right on this layer mask. So I'll make sure the layer mask is selected. I'm going to increase the size of the brush. All right, and then I'm just going to wipe right across this. I'm just going to do this here. Okay, good. That's good. All right. That's okay. That's okay. So I'm going to import the next resource I'll be using, of course. Let me just go into my where I have my resources. This is the next resource I'll be using. I'll just take this drag and drop side of Photoshop. Now I'm going to go to my blend here and I'm going to select the soft light. Sorry. I'm going to go to my blend and select the screen. All right. So I'm just going to place this right on this line where I merge these images together, or where the images are meeting each other. So let me just move it down a bit. All right, so let me just put this down a bit. Okay. So what I want to do now, what I want to do is duplicate it. So I'm just going to press Alt and then I'm going to drag out. Okay, do the same thing here also. Do the same thing here also. So I'm going to duplicate it to like now. If yours is not, if the is not perfectly aligned, you can use your arrow key to just move them. Your move arrow keys to just move them. All right. So now once we are done with that, we're importing the next resource that we'll be using. So we'll go into where we have our resources in our files, and then I'm going to be importing the next resource I'll be using, which is this. Okay. So I'm going to take this drag and drop side of Photoshop here. All right. So I'm going to expand this panel, expand this layer, expand this to take the full space. Okay. All right. Let me just, and I'm going to take this up. Now I'm going to move this behind all of these images. All right. I'm just going to place this right here. This right here. Alright, so let me still increase this a bit. Sorry. I'm going to increase this a bit. I'm going to place this right here. Alright, this is okay. This is good. Alright, so you make sure to align them very well. Alright. So So now the next thing I want to do is import my next resource. But before that, I'm just going to take my brush tool right on top of this layer I just added. I'm going to create a new layer. Just right click on this, go to my brush tool and just wipe this bottom part. The idea is to blend it. That's good. Now the next thing I'm going to do is import my next resource that I'll be using, of course. So the next resource I'll be using is this here, the last character that is supposed to be on this. So I'm take this, drag and drop side of Photoshop, and then I'm going to place this here. So I'm just going to expand this. Okay, good. So now what I want to do now is select this image here. So I'm going to go to my select panel here, and then I'm going to select the subject. All right, so I'm going to let it load. Now once it's done selecting, so if you just take a look at this, you'll see some imperfections. Okay, it's not really that perfect. All right, it's not really that perfect. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to come here. Okay, where I have my quick selection tool. All right, I'm going to select, I'm going to add, because I want to add all these layers that were removed. So sorry, so I'm just going to click on this. Sorry. All right, those might not be necessary, but we need to just here we need to add this. All right, the hand, some part of the hand we omitted. So I'm going to come here, select. All right, when you feel it's perfect, then you just take a look at all the every part of it. Okay, when you feel it's perfect, you what you just do there. Okay, it didn't select the ears here. I'm just going to come here and then I'm just going to add the ears. All right, I'm just going to add the ears here. This part of the face is missing, so I'm just going to add it. So anything you feel you need to add. So it's, if you take a look here, it's selected more than what I want to select. So I'm just going to come here to the minus part, and I'm just going to remove all these parts that I don't want, or I'm not interested in. So this part I'm not interested in, just remove it. You just move right across it. So we can do Z. All right, I think this is good. This is okay. Now once you're satisfied with it, make sure it's that layer that is clicked. Okay, so when you're satisfied with it, just create a layer mask right on top of this. Just click. All right, to create a layer mask right on top of that. All right, create a layer mask right on top of that. All right, so that's good. So what I'm just going to increase this. Let me just drag this. All right, and increase it. Okay, so this is good. I'm just going to move this right to the middle. All right, I want to align this to the middle. Now let me convert this to a smart object. So I'm just going to right click on this, and then I'm going to convert it to a smart object. All right, so what next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new layer right on top of this, because I want to wipe out this Jumanji part here where I have Jumanji. So I'm just going to go to my brush tool, and then I'm going to just wipe here. All right, wipe, just take it, just wipe. All right, so this is good. The next thing I'm going to do now is import my next resource. Of course, I'm just going to go into my where I have my resources. The resource I want to import is this. I want to import this resource. So I'm going to take this and drag and drop inside of Photoshop. All right, so I'm going to increase this a bit, increase. So I'm going to increase. So let me rotate it to the side a bit. All right. Now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to create a layer mask right on top of this, and then I'm going to go to my brush tool. So I'm just going to wipe this top part here, and then I'm going to wipe this side here. All right, so I don't necessarily need it. All right, so I'm going to move it right behind this image here. All right, that's good. Now I'm going to add my next resource. So I'm just going to go into my file where I have my resources, and then I'm going to add the next resource I want to add is this here. I'm going to take this, drag and drop Photoshop. I'm going to drag and drop this here. All right, this is good here. So let me reduce this a bit. I'm going to place this here. All right, that's good. So I'm going to take this right behind this image also. Please don't forget, very important, right behind the image. Right behind the image, very important. Now I'm going to create a layer mask right on top of that, and I'm going to go to my brush tool, and I'm just going to wipe. So let me just wipe this. Let me just reduce the brush a bit, okay? I don't need to wipe out too much details, just wipe out some of this here. Sorry. So wipe this here. I'm going to wipe this out, of course. Alright, so wipe this hand here. Good. So wipe this here, wipe this here, wipe this here. Alright, now the last resource I'll be adding here is this here, the title. I'm going to take this rag and drop side of Photoshop. I'm going to place this here. It has to be in the front, so I'm going to move it right in front of this image here. I'm going to take it, I'm going to drag and drop in front of this image. Alright, so okay, just make sure the move tool is what is selected. Now let me increase this. Alright, and place this here. Alright, I'm going to place this here. Alright, so now with this we've come to the end of our design for today. So but what I'm just going to do is I want everything here to pop. Okay, let me reduce this a bit. I want everything here to pop, so I'm going to take a screenshot of this. To take a screenshot of this, you press Shift Ctrl Alt E. That's to take a screenshot of your design. And then I'm going to go to my filter. I'm going to go to camera raw filter, and once the camera raw filter opens, I'm just going to do a little bit of change. So I'm going to increase the vibrance, increase the dehaze a bit. Alright, I'm going to increase the texture. Alright, so I'm still going to increase the dehaze, sorry, the haze and the vibrance support. Alright, and this is good. And I'm going to click OK. Alright, okay. So this is before and this is after. Alright, so with this we've come to the end of the design class for today. I hope you learned something new. The design is a very simple one but quite technical. I hope you learned something new. I hope this challenged your creativity. Thank you for staying to the end of the video. I'm going to see you in the next one. Have a lovely day.